If education was a scam, EndSARS would not have succeeded. You hear about EndSARS, not so? It would not have succeeded. The level of coordination in EndSARS could not have been without educated people being in charge of it. Now, all of us politicians are scared now. When you see a group of 10 people together, whether it will be now end politics, we don't know. End commissioners, we don't know. End House of Assembly, we don't know. So we are now very careful because there will be another end. After EndSARS, I'm expecting another end something. Abi, please let it not be end commissioner because I'm still enjoying the job of the commissioner. Now, to show that you are really ahead of the people, because of the success of EndSARS, I wouldn't have thought that in a mobilization as heavy as this, water would be readily available, food would be readily available, doctors donated themselves, lawyers donated themselves, drivers donated themselves. An uneducated person could not have put this together. Now see the result of the reaction by uneducated people. Nigerian youths mobilized for EndSARS. And what did the police hierarchy do? Change the name from EndSARS, from SARS to what? SWAT. You see why education is not a scam? Illiteracy is a scam. If educated people were in charge, if I was the one, I would lie low. For the next 1-2 years, I will never talk of another police formation. Now they have quickly come up with SWAT. And the next agitation will be and then they will form another one, and there will continue to be agitations. Somebody said, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Ignorance is very, very expensive. It costs a lot. So when I saw this thing, education is not a scam. It cannot be a scam. What is happening is that over the years, ignorance has ruled Nigeria. Do not forget, sir and madam, that the first graduate president Nigeria had was in 2007. Is that correct? Yaradua, sir. Yeah, Shehu. Musa Yaradua. Yaradua was the first graduate president Nigeria has ever had. That's not too far away, meaning that over the years, ignorance has been ruling us. And it's the result of the ignorance ruling us now that we have seen. Because of ignorance, all kinds of persons were taken into the police. They rose through the ranks and became IG. And so their only solution to criminality is roadblock. So if kidnappers took persons between Ughelli and Agbaro, rather than the police being in the forest where the people were taken to, they will mark the roadblock. Meanwhile, the people had been taken away. And because of ignorance, SARS people have not been able to come to analyze that we have never caught an armed robber at a checkpoint. They've never caught armed robbers at a checkpoint. But why was it so? This is the difference between us and them now. Why was SARS so? Why was Mopol so? You do not give what you do not have. The police in Nigeria was programmed to be like that. Go to Asaba. Go to the police headquarters. Those posted from Yobe, Zamfara, Lagos, and so on, however senior they are, sleep in the police headquarters. They have no home. When Christ told them, you want to follow me? The Son of Man has no home, nowhere to lay his head. The Nigerian policeman has nowhere to lay his head because ignorance had ruled the police for a very long time. So you post somebody from Abuja to Asaba, you don't care where the person will sleep, how he transports himself. You don't make provision for his luggage, where he and his family would stay. And so he leaves Abuja or Zamfara for Asaba. His family is in Abuja. So he's maintaining 2 homes on his salary of 50,000 naira per month or 60,000 naira per month. And you know, body not the firewood. Therefore, he will look for a concubine here since he cannot afford to go home every month. The concubine in Asaba gives him a child. Right? So he's now maintaining 2 homes. And because of heartlessness, you post that same policeman to Burutu. You cross the rivers. Not so. He has got a family in Asaba now. There's no accommodation for him in Burutu. After 1 year, one local man in Burutu would have given him accommodation, free of charge. But you know, nothing good comes easy. Nothing is free. That person is probably a criminal who has given you accommodation. Can you honestly deal with that person when the case is brought to you at the station? You cannot. And then at the end of the day, because he cannot go to Zamfara where he came from originally, and the family in Asaba is already there, one Ijaw girl takes in for him. The policeman already has 3 families. One in Zamfara, one in Asaba, and one in Burutu on a salary of 60,000 naira. If you were the policeman and you were made a SARS member with AK-47, let us be honest with ourselves. What will we do with the AK-47? Abi? We created this monster because of ignorance. The point I'm driving at is that education is not a scam. Because of ignorance, we created this monster. And unless there is complete reorganization, call a police formation any name, no way. They will behave exactly the same way. So we must be a step ahead. Okay, they say Yahoo people are the ones organizing EndSARS. Fine, if it's Yahoo people that will help us to escape, let Yahoo do it for us. But how many Yahoo boys have the policemen ever taken to court? None. Therefore, my son and your son is in danger if he has a phone as good as this one. You understand? So the real Yahoo actually is the SARS, because they now tell you how much you have in your balance, and they come with POS. You've observed that, and they clean all the money that you have. So who is the Yahoo now? Is it the young man or the policeman? They are the Yahoo people. They are the Yahoo people, right? So it's Yahoo pursue Yahoo now. But because our Yahoo are more educated, they have succeeded in this matter. But I'm not saying that Yahoo is good. I'm not saying, I hope you do not understand it to mean that. That is not what I mean. I'm saying we've got into this bind because ignorance has been a scam.